So today we're talking about the board called the Loaded Overland, made by Loaded, and it's called the Overland. Why is it called Overland? I don't know. The setup that I've currently got on it is some orangutan Kilmers. I've got Paris trucks on it, but the hangers aren't actually the ones that came with it. The ones that I bought were 150s, but because of the width of the board I ended up just using 180s. So if you're going to buy a set of trucks, make sure that they're 180s and not 150s. I thought 150s would be better, but no, 180s are a lot better. Well, for what I use the board for anyway. What I use the board for is generally downhill and just cruising around, take it to the skate park now and then. Isn't as good as a skateboard at a skate park, but still. Pretty sick.
Talk about that penis.
Talk about that penis. So the appearance of the board, it has like a kind of ribbed effect. Right. And it's kind of like, it's very bumpy, it's got kind of like blacks, greys and whites. It gives you a wee bit of a sore head, but I kind of really like it. And then there's like this random red square in the middle of it just for the complete banter. The board itself is made out of one sheet of vertical bamboo, which is kind of a standard for Loaded with like fiberglass and all that kind of shiz. I've got reds in it, so it just automatically makes your board better. But on the grip tape side of things, it has these like separate type of grip tapes. It's this one's really rough, kind of grips to your feet a lot if you want to do some sliding, and this one here is just kind of smooth if you want to do any tricks or just general cruising. You know, if you take your feet off the board a lot, it's a lot better. And yeah, it's a really great board. It isn't symmetrical, so in terms of like being at the skate park, like obviously skateboards aren't symmetrical, but they're a lot more symmetrical in comparison to this, so you can you know, like switch around on tricks and do fakies. Well, I don't know a lot of tricks, but I mean, that's just me. So I've got orangutan Kilmers on this. It depends what you're doing. I would suggest you either go for Kilmers or the orangutan Qwellos. That's, I guess, what they're called. I think that's what they're called. Qwellos are smaller, but these are bigger, so they're better for downhill. So these have got reds in them anyway, so it'll spin. So obviously you can go a lot longer if you were to be like a mad cunt and use like drills and shit to speed it up to maximum, but I don't know how long that went for, but you know, pretty decent amount of time. Bearings are reds. The bushings are orangutan nipples.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, they're called nipples, and they're made by orangutan.
Orangutan.
Aye. So I would say this is the perfect setup for going downhill. If you want to go to a skate park, I would suggest you still use your skateboard. Cruising, again, it is very good, but if you've got like a pintail or like a board, like an actual cruiser with risers on it, it's a lot better. But this is just an all-around board. I would say it's the best you can buy as an all-around board. So I think that's it. That's all you have to say. If you want to check out more board reviews, we've done one on the D Street June, I think it's called.
Yes.
There'll be a card in that corner right there. It'd be quite awkward if it was in the other corner.
Yeah.
And links in the description. If you want to see our website, there'll be a link in the description.
Do we even have a website?